Boom! So on this tutorial, we're gonna try and finish the head today. Mm, so the only thing that I did so far was add like this edge loop in here, and I deleted I think one edge that was down here, and I tried to adjust the bottom of the jaw, and I think I added one more edge loop down here. But I'm gonna show you because this eyeball still looks like it's popping out of his head. I want to add some more, like another line down here, but because I want to try and keep away of adding unnecessary triangles, I'm going to show you how to get rid of some of this stuff. Like say for example, if I did this, you can already see I have a triangle right here. But I want to add this line here so that I can have, this whole segment to push out. But I want to get rid of this guy, so the only thing I have to do is, go here, go there, add that in, and then just get rid of this one, and boom, I have quads on all sides here. There are no more triangles, so that's pretty good. That's a good technique. If you guys, just imagine this like a puzzle. How can you get rid of some lines? How can you add some segments to keep this looking like a into four-sided polygons? So that's what you want to do. Now from here on, now because I have that, I can come in here and select, like, say, all these vertices here, and I can push them out. So now this gives it some more of that spacing from the eyeball, so it doesn't look like it's popping out way too much. I can grab this guy, start adding that cheekbone. So maybe that, push it out some, push these guys in a little bit, and just overall try and get that shape that you're looking for. Again, hit 3 so you can take a look at this. Hit 1. I'm gonna bring some of this stuff out. Hit 3. And I can even start moving it as it's smooth. So something like that. This guy, can push this guy out some more. This guy as well, not too much. So that helps it out a lot, because now we're starting to get that bottom, like the bottom bone of the eyeball here, which is essentially what they call the cheekbone. So you can also use this other view because it's smoother and you don't have all these wireframes to look at it. So you can push stuff out like this, and you can look at it from this side. You can grab this guy too, bring it out, get this guy, push it out. The nose section, you want to pinch this in some more. And another cool technique is, because this other half is separate from this side, what I can do is, usually I like to do this, is grab this whole side, and then I'm going to add a shiny material, just because that specularity, that shine, it allows me to see the curves better. So if I hit 3, you see that this side has a Lambert and this guy has that shine. So let me take a look at the Fong. Added a Fong, and then I can change the color to make it lighter. Make the specular color white so you can really see how shiny it is. And then this way, when I'm working on this side, well, let's not worry about this side, but the face. So when I'm working on this side here, I can quickly see how smooth this side is going to look like, because I have that shininess to it. So something like that. Come back to the nose section and push these guys in. Start shaping that nose there. Hit 3. I can grab this guy, push it in some, and from here I'm gonna pull out some eyebrows. So you want to see the shape of the eyebrow here, so some of these guys will help you do that. So again, I'm looking at this side, I'm pulling out the right side, and I'm looking at the left side because the left side is a lot smoother. So that helps me out tremendously. This guy, I can bring it out to help out with the cheekbone again. This guy as well. Oh, not out. This way. Maybe not too much. So again, still keeping it sort of basic, not adding way too much geometry. That's what you want to do. Some of this stuff, because it's looking very flat, you see this looks like a V now. So you want to come back in here while it's smooth and then start pushing this out and making it look like a U. So give it that room for the neck, for the jaw, for his teeth, right? So that looks a lot better now. So let's say I'm happy with this right now. It's not looking too bad. It has some nice shape going to it. You can even take a look at it this way. The eye is starting to get a lot better now. It doesn't look like it's popping out. And we have some nice shape going around the eyebrow. We have some nice cheekbones happening here. And I'm going to connect the head. For the head, I'm just going to go around, sort of like we did with the nose here and the mouth, straight down with just one edge. So check this out. Very easy. Grab this one edge here. That's the reason why we created this little square when we started off, because from that little square we were able to get, you know, the roundness here of the eyeball, and then we were able to get the nose shape here, and then we're gonna create the head from just that one little square that we added. So from here, extrude again, go up, and then again I'm going to be doing this on the front viewport and on the side viewport is what I'm going to be looking at. So here we can see it has this little flap sticking out in the front of it. Now I'm going to add that piece later, but right now I'm just going to push this up. Now you can adjust it as we go along, just so that we don't have to come back and adjust it later on. So I'm going to do this like push up and then push back type of thing. Hit G, push up sort of in the middle. Now I want to make sure that it's flat, and then push back, and then do one more for the very tip, sort of there, and then bring this back. So again, you can see here it lines up to the top of the front view, but it doesn't line up so much with the side view. So again, you can see the images were off by that much, but again, you know, just use what looks right. Alright, it's not that horrible that, you know, you can't pull this off. So from here, again, I want this flat. So just rescale it how you need to. And then from here I need to go back to my edges. Go back to this edge. Hit G to extrude, W to move. I'm gonna push back. Again, G to move. Grab. Push back. So I'm not going to worry about this section here right now. Just worrying about the overall shape of it. G again. Grab that. G. Come down. Start getting the shape of his head. And then maybe one more. And I'm going to stop right before I get to the neck. So somewhere around there. Go to vertex. I'm going to push this in some. So something like that. And then I'm going to go back to my object. And then I'm going to just check it out. See if I'm happy with that. So that's what it's going to look like, right? And then from here again, I'm going to extrude parts of this. And then just bring it straight back. So you can extrude, maybe like grab all these edges from this loop and then bring them out to the left. Now I don't want to select that, so from here I'm just gonna grab some of these, pretty much all of these actually, but making sure that that one doesn't get selected because I want to have control over how things connect later on. So I'm gonna just pull this out. And then from here, maybe not too much, something like that. I can grab this and then just push some of this down so that you get that little arc happening at the top. And now maybe I don't want to do this to these vertices down here. I want to keep these fairly straight. This one too. And then on some of these, instead of pushing them down, I'm going to push them in. Oops, I forgot to grab this one. Push this guy in some. And then push that out. So grab these vertices, go to the front. I'm going to space them out evenly. So grab that and push this out. Grab this, push it back in. Something like that. And then I can grab these guys. Like that. Now that's a good start there. Then from here, now we can see we have a lot of this geometry happening here. And then if I were to bring this straight back and connect it back here, now we don't have a lot of, you know, vertices here to connect them. So you can see that we're going to have to split this some. And some of this stuff will go up here. And then we're going to, you know, split some of this into higher pieces so that we can get more shape out of it. But for now I'm trying to keep it fairly low so that when I bring this out and I fill it in, I don't have that many pieces to worry about up until the point where we want to connect them. Then that's when you can start worrying about it. But for right now, like I said, the trick to modeling anything is keep it low res at first. So you can see the body is still pretty low res. The arm here is still pretty low res. Now the face does have quite a few details like on this whole area, but it's still fairly low res. So that's what you want to do. Keep it low, people. don't know. I'm losing it. It's too hot in my room. I'm not joking around like I used to, but jeez, I need to buy that AC unit. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna hit 3. Check this out. See how it's looking. Check it out. Check it out. Looking good. Not too shabby. Not too bad. I'm liking all the shape that we added with the eyeballs here and the nose, the bridge here, that little cheekbone. So it's starting to look something like Scorpion or Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. So that's pretty good. Smooth this whole thing out. See what this is looking like. Right? So let's keep moving. Can probably extrude some of this stuff out here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab some of this stuff and I'm gonna connect it here. So extrude, move this out, and then when it's just like that, I'm gonna grab it and then just pop that guy, wiggle it, pop it there. Grab this guy. I'm gonna pop it way up here, even though like we're missing this line here. So from here I'm gonna add more segments and I'm gonna push them out. So again, I'm gonna grab this loop, extrude it, go to vertex, and I'm gonna snap it on to that one, and then this one I'm gonna snap it to maybe this one. Okay, that's not too bad. Now again, don't worry about these edges here. And then from here, I think I can do one more. I'm gonna grab this edge, extrude it, go to vertex, snap it to that one, and then this guy I'm probably gonna snap it here. And then from here, let's check this out. Push this up like that. Okay, it's not too bad. And then I'm gonna cut it so that I can bring some of these edges and connect them down here. So let's go ahead and grab this. Now because they're not welded yet, it's not gonna go all the way straight through. So let's see if I can weld this or merge them. Merge that. Merge this. See if it's working. And go back, try it again. Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna add one right here and I'm gonna add one right there. And then I'm gonna push this guy out. Same thing with this guy. Look at it from the side here. Probably push this back. So I'm trying to give it this circle, like this cylindrical thing happening here. So that's what I'm looking for. So push this one maybe in. Can grab this, push it back some, and I could probably add another edge here. So bring that guy up. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then let me see, do I need to add another segment here? I actually want to push this out some more. this guy too. Bring this guy in. Then I'm gonna add one here, one right here, and one there, so that I can connect the rest of this stuff here. So grab these, merge it, grab these, merge those. Then for this one, I'm just gonna merge this one. I can probably get rid of the other one for now, and I'll figure out how to connect that later. So I'm gonna delete this one, just because it's not that much of a big deal for now. And then hit 3. Now what is going on here? Did I forget to merge this guy? Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead, grab these and merge. So now if I hit 3, whoop, some more stuff. Merge, merge. Make sure I merge all of this together. Alright. So I'm getting this weird pinching here again. Let me pause. Alright, so what I ended up doing was I guess I just grabbed the face, I deleted it for some reason. I grabbed the edge, and then I just did a mesh fill hole again, which shouldn't have been a big deal, and then that just fixed it for some reason. So now everything looks smooth here. Check this side out over here. So again, you know, I can push this whole section in for the back of the neck so it doesn't look flat, and I'm gonna do that as I move along. So the only thing we need to do is now just pretty much connect all this section here and then push this in to make it like slightly narrow for the neck, and then show definition on the jawbone here, and then create the neck, and that will be it. And then adding the details, you know, I'll leave that up to you guys. And why did it merge this? Great. So I think I might have selected some other stuff and it merged it together. So let me do this over. Okay, and again merge these vertices. Okay, that should be good. And it is. Okay, so now let's go ahead and adjust some of these vertices. So like say that guy there, go down the line, push some of this stuff in and some of this out. Grab these guys, really push this in. Push these out. And this guy, push it in. So something like that. And then let's see how we can connect this stuff together. So maybe like this edge here, I can connect it to this edge over here. This edge, I can probably, you know, split it up here and then connect both of these to those two that I'm going to create there. And then this one, I can probably bring it back down and just connect it to the eyebrow here. And then this guy, I'll probably end up making, I don't know if I can bring it down this way and then connect it all the way to the front here. But for right now, let's just go ahead and connect those guys. So again, extrude. Let's work with the obvious first. That's what I like to do. And then the other things will fall into place. So grab those guys and then merge them. Grab this and merge it. And then don't worry about this. Once we add this division here, we're going to pop this out. So we can probably do this right now. So grab that guy and something like that, and then just push this guy out. Go here to our side view and then bring this all the way out so that it matches with our drawing here. Maybe not that far out. So something like that. Alright. It's looking good. And then right here, I'm going to do this split right there. I'm going to push this out. And then because we have all this shape here, we're going to add some room, sort of like we did with the nose here. So make it look like he has an ear. So it's good that we have all these vertices there. So that'll create some room for the ear. And then from there, I'm going to I can connect that, connect this. So I'm actually going to extrude from this guy and go forward. So bring this out and do it one more time. And then I'm going to merge these guys. So grab this, merge it, grab this, merge it. And then these guys up here, snap to that, snap to this. And then again, don't forget to merge these, or when you smooth it out, it's gonna look pretty crapped out. So grab this guy, go to the front, let's check this out. I could probably push it up here, go back here, bring this guy in, sort of like that. Now I want to keep the flow, the circular of the sphere shape of the head. So something like that. Now I'm gonna go here to edge, double click on this edge, and I'm just gonna fill fill hole, and it's just gonna cap it. And then what I can do is probably, let's see if I can get rid of these edges. This way I have quads, so I have 4 sides. Even though this one's kind of stretched, I have 4 sides, 4, 4, 4. I'm gonna come in here and then just grab this and try to push it back. Well, not from here, from here. And I'm gonna bring this back. And then I'm gonna do the same for these guys. Go to vertice. And then use that to make it straight. And then this, I can, because everything's too bunched up back here, I can grab this and help it with that shape it has here. So keep bringing this back. So it's looking good. It's looking decent. These guys again help with the shape of the head. Bring it back. Sort of like that. Go to object mode. Go to your perspective. Now it looks a little boxy up here. So I hit 3. And let's see what that's going to look like once we have to smooth. Okay, now I can tell we still need to push the back, like for the back of the neck, make it narrow. So let's go ahead and I'll work with that later. Just right now, whoops, I'm gonna work with this edge right here and push this guy in. This guy can go up some. Alright. Now from here, I can probably connect this guy to here. Or I can bring this guy, yeah, I'm going to bring this guy down. So I'm going to go to edge, extrude. And I'm just going to connect this one vertice to this other vertice. And then I'm going to do a merge. And then this guy, I'm going to bring him down to the eyebrow. So I want to push this back. And sort of line it up with this guy here. I'm going to have him curve a little bit. Push this guy back. Because it's looking sort of flat in the front. So I want to make sure that I still continue that curve there. So from here, you can see I have this little edge here. I'm going to extrude out. Go to vertex, grab this guy, and snap it to this guy. Same thing here. Merge them. See how this is working. And then from here I can pretty much cap this and then just try to find a way to connect these guys. So I'm going to go to mesh, fill hole. And then from here, you know, you can't leave it like this because these vertices don't have a place to go. So you need to make sure that you, say for example, I can use now the cut tool and I can snap to that vertex or to edges and then just cut it and then hit enter. And now I have this one more segment here that doesn't know exactly where to go. So again, I can delete it and worry about that later. So just to make things easier, delete it and then just watch it go bye-bye. Grab these guys. If I'm worried about it, you know, just grab it, fill in that space, and then start checking your model out. See, maybe I need to bring this further out because right now it looks pretty flat on. So you see here we have this thing happening here, but our model is way back here, so that's an easy fix. You know, just grab these vertices, push them out, and then we obviously need this little flap out here, and I can even help out by bringing this out. So let's come here to our model, and then I can see, let's see where we can help out with this. So check this out. I can bring this guy in, sort of move it out the way, because I'm going to make room for another edge loop, right? So it starts looking like that. Now the top of the head looks pretty decent, except for maybe this stuff. Something like that. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is, let's keep this flowing. I'm just going to come in here and add this loop right there. Then I'm going to scale this out to keep that volume going. And then because I have this loop now, I can even grab some of these edges and push them out. So this sort of stuff. So that'll help out with that. And now I have these extra vertices here that I can work with in the front. So I can grab all of this stuff and I can just push it out. So let's take a look at this, and that's looking a lot better now. So I can maybe even push this out some more. So I'm gonna grab all this and adjust it here. So all this stuff is not looking right. Grab all of this, push it up. You know, don't be afraid to make big adjustments to this. Right, grab all of this, push it down and maybe even back like that. Grab all of this, bring it down. And then now what I need to work on is just this little front part right here. So let's see if I can even bring this as far as coming down like that. So now from here, I need to add this little shape that we have going on here for our eyes, because we haven't added that detail yet. Now the head isn't that perfect yet. We still need to do some adjustments, but for right now it's okay. Don't worry about this. Like I said, once you get the basic shape of this, you're gonna go ahead and add more detail and more, but you need to do it gradually, right? Don't just grab all this stuff and then start adding a whole lot of, you know, shapes happening here. And then from here, so let's take a look at this. Where is the shape that we need? So from here I need to turn off the back face. So I'm gonna go to display, polygons, so I can turn off the stuff on the back. So click on this, and there. So you can see we have the stuff on the back disappear. So now I can just focus on the eyes around here. That's what I want to do. So I'm gonna come in here and then let's see if this one will work. If I just select this, now you see it sort of works a little bit here, but then it drops down to the back here, to the cheek, and we don't want it to go down there. We want it to just come around and then loop around and then come back this way. So I'm gonna need to do this manually. by coming in here. Let's see where this is at. So let's go with halves. And then I'll scale this out some later on. So here, whoops, here. Oh, it's not going because I didn't merge this section here. So let me undo this. I can see I have this little vertex that was not merged. I think it's that guy. Or was it this guy? I saw a vertex that wasn't merged, so I need to make sure all of this is merged. Now let me try it again. Let me try this guy. Okay, that guy's good. This is good. Alright, let me try it again. I'm gonna have this come around like this. Hit enter. Now grab it. And then I'm gonna push this out like so. And then I'm gonna push it in. And then I need to make sure that it doesn't go past the center. So grab these guys, snap them back. There. So now what this would do, what that little edge does, is gonna make it harder. Just like like I showed you with the arms and the little muscle. When you add edges that are close together, it'll make that little edge sharper. It'll show a crease when we go into smoothing this out. So I want to put these vertices close together. And I also want to push them inside. So grab all these guys. Push them in. Almost touching the other vertex. Something like that. So put them really close. And then for this one, we're probably going to go ahead and go back in between these two edge loops that I'm creating, and I'm going to add another edge loop right in the center of this, so you can really see a good crease around this guy. So I can actually just snap it onto this. Snap to this vertex. It doesn't want to. Wow. It doesn't want to snap to that vertex. Let me undo that. Okay. Probably want to push this guy back. Alright, so let's hit 3. And then we can start to see that that division between the mask and his skin. So that's going to help us out. I just need to add maybe one more loop, and then I need to obviously adjust this section here. But right now I'm just trying to get that shape happening. So all I need to do now is close this. Add another loop right in between there. So right probably there. And I'm getting, I think I had 5. Let's see here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 5 here. 5 segments. So I'm gonna need to fix this. Do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I do. So I can just grab this then, and then I'll probably weld it onto this guy, and then I'll figure this guy out later. So let me do that right now. So merge, and then this guy, I'll get rid of this whole segment here. And there, now I have quads. 4 sides, 4 sides, 4 sides, 4 sides. So again, just think of it as a little puzzle. You know, I can probably just come in here right now and I'm gonna adjust this stuff. I don't like how this was looking. So go to the side view. I'm gonna pop this out. Actually, I think I just pushed it in. You see this part is actually like around here, and I just had it way inside. So all this stuff can come out here. That's why it was looking so horrible. Maybe even this, you know, I should be pushing this out. So let me take a look at this. This guy, push him in. This guy, bring it down. Now that I have that shape happening, I can come in here with the edge loop and then just add it right there. So now it's very tight. You can see I have like 3 edges happening here around the shape of his eye. So when I hit 3, now you can really start to see that little crisp, sharp edge around the eye, which makes it look now like this is a mask and now this is a skin. So that's the little secret there for making things look sharp edge. So adding 3 really close edges right next to a curve will give you that smooth out look. And then all we have to do is now adjust, you know, the eyebrow here, and then just keep working the eye here, and then the head isn't looking that bad. So I'm gonna add the neck here. You know, work with this stuff here, give it some more shape, but it's looking pretty decent. So okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and come down here. Why is this selected? Just select the vertex and go back to object mode. Sometimes that'll deselect some of this stuff. So like this, edge mode, select them, object mode, and then that'll get rid of that. So okay, that's pretty good. Now from here, I'm just gonna create the neck. You can probably create half a cylinder and then just go up, and then from there try to connect these guys. So what I'm gonna do here is I can just select all these edges and then just extrude them. That'll be much easier. And then find a way to merge some of these vertices so that I don't have a lot of these vertices when I try to connect it to the torso down here. So I'm just gonna go extrude and then just shrink it this way. Now I can't shrink it this way because that'll split it apart. Or you can shrink it and then just bring these back out. Something like that. And then do one more. And then from here I'm going to leave that like that. So play with the scale and watch that you don't cross the center line here. So go back to your vertex, snap these guys back to the center. Make sure you don't mess with your jaw shape. So some of these guys I can actually bring together. So like let's say these two, I can merge them. Maybe, you know, some of these I can merge together. Try those. Merge these. Then we're going to go back to edge, and I'm just going to grab the neck area. And then from here I'm just going to extrude this straight down. And then I'm going to worry about the jaw a little later. So for now, just grab these, go back to your vertex, and then snap these vertices, the neck, snap them to your torso area. This is your torso right there. And then grab this guy, pull it way over here so that you get this little thing happening. And then maybe this guy, probably merge this guy with this one. But let me try it over here. Okay, I'll leave it there. And then this guy, I'm gonna merge with this guy. And then hit merge. This guy I'm gonna merge with this guy. I think those are merged. So then obviously from here, you know, you don't want to have this sharp edge happening here, so all I need to do is come in here to some of these edges and then just push them in. Come back out here and just push this, maybe not that guy. Push that guy in. Go to the back. I think I need to turn off the back face so I can grab everything now. And then there we go. Just push this in. Something like that. So for this part, I want to create the chin. This is the bottom of the chin. So it's not so much the neck. So don't confuse this and then start going down to the neck. This is the bottom of the chin. So you want to keep this higher up. That's the reason why I only created, I selected these edges and then I brought them down to the neck, because this whole section over here is going to be part of the chin. So I don't want to bring this down like I did for the neck. So that's pretty important. Make sure you keep that, separate. And then from here, try to keep the shape flowing. Maybe this, guys, you can start, you can move away from what the image has there and then just try to shape it the way that you feel is appropriately. So like a lot of this stuff here. So you want to push this guy in, the bottom in, so that you get that jawline happening here. And then the bottom here, you can see it's starting to look, almost to a finished result. Now we still need to add some shape here for the ear, and then we need to come back here and adjust some of this stuff so it doesn't look too out of proportion here. Like this part is going in too much and then this is popping out too much. So it's just coming in here and adjusting the volume. Some of these vertices, grab this stuff and then push them out. So I think I'll leave the rest of that stuff to you, but I'm just gonna show you some of the basics of how to add like the shape of the ear. For example, for the ear, you can probably come in here. You know what, I can just extrude. So let's take a look at where the ear is. So the ear is back here. So what I can do is bring this guy down to the top of the ear and then bring this guy back. And so this is going to give us the basic shape of the ear already. So something like this. And all of this can come from down here. So what I can do now is just grab these two faces, because that's pretty much where the ear is, right? That's the little ear. And I'm just going to extrude this out this way. So that gives you a little ear there. But, the front of it, because he's wearing a mask, it's not going to pop out like that. It's going to be connected. So what you're going to need to do is, I'm going to grab these and I'm going to push them back in. Well, pretty much I'm gonna, like, say, grab those two and then just merge them. So that'll merge those, and then that'll give me this smooth, like the mask is coming smooth on top of the ear and then it's coming back to it, and then because the back has some spacing, it's gonna fall back in. So something like that, and hit 3. And now if you hit 3 on your keyboard, looking at it from this side, you see you have now the shape of the ear. And it looks like he has the mask over it because the back of it now has that little, like, it's just a little hint that the ear goes there. And of course you can come in here and reshape it. So you can grab all this and then, if you want the ear to look bigger, you can come to this side and adjust it. You can come over here and then move it back. So you can take a look at what you're doing here. Grab this guy, move it forward, right? Grab that guy. You can even make it sharper. So something like that. And then you can push it out if you want. Push it out. So that's it. We have a little ear. And then you want to have the jawline come this way to the bottom of the chin. So obviously we need to adjust like this vertice here. Bring that guy out. push some of this stuff out. And that means I got a subscriber. So just pushing this stuff out here. Bring this back in. Maybe this guy's too far up. So that's looking pretty good. And then from here, all we need to do is connect this. So here's what I'm gonna do. Because the chin, like I said, well, let me hide the body. So you can select the body, all of this, and then go to visibility and hit 0 and enter, and that'll just hide it. If you want to bring it back, you go to window, outliner, and then you see the stuff that's grayed out. When you click on it, it's gonna come out over here. So because we turned it off, now you can hit 1 or you can type on. So if you hit 1 and hit enter, now the body will come back. So I hit 1. Right. Where are my arms? What happened to my arms? Maybe they're in here. Yeah, they're in there. We need to turn everything on. Yeah, so they're in there. Just to look for it and you'll see it there. But for right now I want to keep this off. And I just want to work with the head here. So now you can really, get a good view of this stuff. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to close this off at the bottom of the chin. So I have 1, 2, I have three edges, but I'm just going to do it to these 2. So actually this will be part of the neck. So I'm just going to close this guy off. So I'm going to extrude and I'm going to push it to the bottom. And then I can probably just, bring this to this side. Snap it there, and then grab this and then snap it to the center. So that gives me the chin area there. Right, so if I hit 3, now we have a chin. Now this isn't merged yet, that's why I'm getting that little gap there, but that gives me a nice little chin happening there. And then you can adjust the chin to make them look however you want. I mean, just because you have the image, the reference image, doesn't mean you have to stick by it. You can make them buffer, you can make them skinnier, you can make him look like he has a broader chin, a smaller chin. You can give him, bug eyes. You can make him cartoony. This is completely up to you. So keep in mind, just because you have a reference image, it doesn't mean that you have to stick by it. It's there as a guide to help you, but it's not there so much to follow. Like it's a rule or something. You have to stick by. You don't have to stick by anything. This is where you can use your own creativity, and when you create weapons, you can pretty much create any weapon you want. It doesn't just have to be a sword or whatever you want to use. You can take off with your imagination and stuff. So now looking at the bottom of this, the neck is pretty cylindrical, so you want to make sure that you add room for the neck. So what you need to do is grab a lot of these vertices and just make it cylindrical. So sort of like that, so that the neck can just easily come out from there. So now that we have that, I could actually, it would have been better if I extruded this out later. So let's say I grab all this stuff and I got rid of it. Now that I just have that little sphere happening here, watch, because I'm not liking how flat this is looking here. I'm just going to grab some of this stuff and I'm going to push it out. I'm gonna grab this guy and push it in. And now if I go to edge, I can select this ring. Now that'll obviously select the whole border edge. So you can come in here and, you know, just hold control and then deselect everything except the bottom of this. So you can grab this and wiggle it. Make sure you only have the neck selected. Undo. Alright, and then extrude. And then hit W and then just bring this straight down. And now we just have the neck here. So that's very easy there. Now you can see we have the area for the chin, and we can shape this however we want. We can make it pointier. So like all this stuff, you know, this is probably what you want. This looked pretty bad, so you want to make it pointier. And you want to adjust this later on, you know, like I said. But you know, looking at it from this side, it doesn't look that bad. It's pretty decent, you know, starting off. Then like I said, from there you can adjust the eyebrows. You can maybe extrude this once more and then create the eyelids, of course. And then from there, that's pretty much it. So because I don't want to spend too much time on this tutorial, I'll make another video and I'll show you how to, you know, make the detail if you want. And I'll show you how to connect, and then finally how to bring in the hand and merge it and combine it. So I'm gonna go to my outliner and I'm gonna go to all of the stuff that I hid. I think I can just hit 1 on everything. Can I? Yeah, that'll bring a lot of stuff back. Okay, so there's my stuff. I want to hit. I think I had imported the arms, so I'm gonna get rid of these because I haven't showed you that yet. Alright, so this looks pretty ridiculous, but like I said, you know, go back to this mode and then again do this again. So grab some of these stuff, these vertices, and then connect it. Now I'm not gonna merge them yet. And then this last one. So there. That looks 10 times better than what it was before. Right? So our ninja has come a long way, but we're getting closer to making this into a rig. So I'm probably going to get into rigging later on. I'm going to skip rigging and I'm going to go probably into texturing, and then I'm going to make some other videos about animation because I've been getting a lot of comments about how to do certain things. So I want to be able to hit all that stuff. So on the next video I'm going to show you what am I going to show you? Probably like the eyeballs, all the details, you know, making sure all this works. You want to, you know, come in here and fix the what do you call it, the jawbone here, because it looks very, you know, it's very flat and it doesn't have a lot of definition. You want to bring out the cheekbones out to the side too. So, you know, keep working at this, but now you have an overview of what this should look like, and hopefully you guys will be able to follow along and model your own characters. So if you guys like this stuff, subscribe, and I have a Facebook where you guys can chat me up, and you know, you can share your images, you know, post some stuff. If you have questions, hit me up on my Facebook or leave a comment, and I'll check you guys later on. Alright?